Kazakhstan is one of the top 3 trade partners of Kyrgyzstan. Meanwhile, among the Central Asian countries, Kyrgyzstan is Kazakhstan's second largest trade partner. This was stated by President of Kazakhstan Kassym-Jomart Tokayev during the 5th meeting of the Supreme Interstate Council of the two countries in Bishkek. The two leaders spoke about the reinforcement of strong cooperation and partnership in trade, economic, investment, transport, military, technical, as well as cultural, humanitarian and other areas.
Наш товарооборот уже третий год подряд демонстрирует устойчивый рост.
Our trade turnover has shown steady growth for the third year in a row. From 2015 to 2018, the volume of mutual trade grew by 30%, which amounted to $900 million. Kazakhstan is one of the largest investors, which has invested more than $1 billion in the Kyrgyz economy. Nearly 2,000 enterprises with participation of Kazakh capital operate in Kyrgyzstan. They actively take part in the social life of regions in Kyrgyzstan and stimulate the influx of financial resources and technologies, as well as develop various industries. Therefore, we express our hope that Kyrgyz government will help in the future and in general show a favorable attitude to the activities of the Kazakh investors.
В целом проявлять благоприятное отношение к деятельности казахских инвесторов.
Выражаю уверенность в том, что наши переговоры поднимут отношения между
I am confident that our negotiations between Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan will increase or will reach to the new qualitative development level. I am sure that the Kyrgyz-Kazakh strategic partnership and allied relations will become even stronger for the people of our countries. Today, we plan to sign a number of important bilateral documents, which includes the final decision of the Supreme Interstate Council, joint declaration, comprehensive program on the cooperation between our states for 2020 until 2022, as well as other agreements. Kassym-Jomart Tokayev will be in the capital of Kyrgyzstan for 2 days. He will take part in the meeting of the Collective Security Treaty Organization on November 28th. The first president of Kazakhstan has met with the chairperson of the State Council of Tatarstan. Nursultan Nazarbayev and Farid Muhammedshin held discussions on cooperation development in strengthening Kazakh-Russian bilateral relations. The first president highlighted that he highly appreciates the existing relations between the two countries. Next year will mark exactly 30 years since the official introduction of the institution of presidency in Kazakhstan. Over the past years, the country has firmly consolidated its position in the international arena and has become a strong economic leader in the Central Asian region. Foreign analysts highlighted the role of global and peacekeeping initiatives introduced by the first president during the International Parliamentary Conference, the Institute of Presidency, Kazakhstan's model held in the capital. The event was attended by parliamentarians and experts from several foreign countries, including the USA, Sweden, France, Serbia, Bulgaria, Turkey, Tatarstan, Azerbaijan, Kyrgyzstan, and Mongolia. Having spoken at panel sessions, the delegates highlighted Kazakhstan's international authority, which is growing every year. Our country supports the initiatives of Nursultan Abishevich. Based on the example of the Assembly of People of Kazakhstan, the same project was implemented in Tatarstan. Today, the idea of creating a social institution aimed at the reinforcement of the interethnic harmony is supported worldwide. Our country is multinational. We have introduced this fundamental body and unique model that could unite the people living in one country with different backgrounds, traditions, nationalities, religions, and worldviews. Kazakhstan's peacekeeping initiatives find great support in our country. Among the countries of Central Asian region, Kazakhstan is one of the most important strategic partners of Bulgaria, which is located in the European Union. Every year, our relations increase or move to the new qualitative level. Tremendous credit as well as great and enthusiastic contribution to the development of our bilateral relations was made by Nursultan Nazarbayev. The important initiatives introduced by him are being successfully implemented by the current head of state, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev. An updated interactive scientific and historical map, The People of Kazakhstan, was presented in Almaty. The project, which has been implemented since 2017, was discussed at the International Scientific and Practical Conference, Kazakhstan Model of Inter-Ethnic Consent as Phenomena of the Modern World. The project tells the story of 127 nationalities and ethnics living on the territory of Kazakhstan in 3 languages. In addition, the project also provides information about the arrival of different people in the country, their national and cultural traditions and holidays. Experts said that the interactive map allows the consolidation of the entire Kazakh community. Our modern history develops on the principles of unity, solidarity, endurance, integrity, and harmony. We have an opportunity to showcase and speak about the things that are missing in this discussion, about the achievements of the ethnic groups, their specialties, as well as on the history of people that has not been told. It gives the opportunity to show and discuss all these aspects. 30 South Korean companies have expressed interest in working in Kazakhstan. The delegation from Gwangyang City became interested during the visit to the Pavlodar Special Economic Zone. There is a Gwangyang Bay Area Free Economic Zone in the South Korean city where about 400 enterprises are operating. Opportunities of the Pavlodar SEZ were presented to the South Korean companies. Investors are interested in the close location between Kazakhstan and Russia, as well as in the mineral sources. Pavlodar produces 60% of coal, 43% of total electricity, and 46% of gasoline in Kazakhstan. Investors are exempted from taxes, and they can also rent a land plot for free on the territory of the Pavlodar SEZ. The administration of Gwangyang has informed that 170 large petrochemical factories are operating near the city. We are more interested in petrochemicals, chemistry, and metallurgy. Since in Pavlodar city and Pavlodar region, there are nearly 1,000 of large enterprises, 16 out of which are strategically important. Kazakh farmers will be able to receive the information on weather forecasts, on whether it will snow or rain, as well as the data on soil moisture and air temperature. The forecast will be known due to the installed hydrometeorological stations in one of the main granaries in northern Kazakhstan. First of all, moisture is not distributed as much as it was before. The maximum amount of the moisture often changes in July. This is why it is necessary to use more precipitation in July. According to the Hydrometeorology Center, Kazgidromet, every 10 years the temperature in the region rises. Expensive forests have grown on the European territory. These forests are powerful evaporators of moisture. This moisture is carried away by the air mass to the top, and the sea masses from the Atlantic Ocean then replace them. Climate change is driving the Kazakh farmers to find new effective ways to grow crops. Currently, precision farming methods, drip irrigation technology, remote sensing, and other advanced methods are being used in farming by the farmers. Mobile roaming between member countries of the Eurasian Economic Union will continue until the mobile operators of the countries come to an agreement. Meanwhile, it has been more than a year since the joint working group started developing a common roadmap for reducing the cost of mobile communications. Experts said that the telecom operators could not come to an agreement on a common system of mutual settlements. Mobile operators make money in different ways. Belarusian operators benefit from the cost of their services, while Russian operators benefit from the scale of their businesses, which means they benefit from the amount of customers, which is 10 times higher than the average amount of the customers. Perhaps this is a stumbling block. However, I have to say that this issue will be resolved with the current political situation. Experts said that the process will be time-consuming and difficult. For example, it took the European Union 10 years to reach an agreement. However, there is hope that the EAEU will form a single tariff rate for the services, while at the same time abandon the international calls rate between 5 member countries. Experts said that there are opportunities for this to happen.
Думаю, что все-таки стоило бы отменить для наиболее...
I think that it would be great to cancel the roaming services, given that the most favorable communication between people in different countries is by phone calls instead of messages. It would be a right decision to stop the roaming in order to lower the costs of communication.
роуминг, дабы затраты были наименьшими.
If the new telco law is adopted, all the residents of the EU member countries will pay the same amount for roaming. The United Nations Development Programme supported Kyrgyzstan in the country's transition to green economy and development of environmental thinking. An action against the use of plastic was held in shopping and entertainment centers in Bishkek. Young artists held flash mobs where they drew paintings on the eco bags. The informational project was carried out with the buyers of hypermarkets on the importance of rejecting plastic bags and switching to reusable shopping bags. Experts highlighted that the contamination of plastic bags is a critical issue. Comprehensive efforts are needed in Kyrgyzstan to solve this problem.
Мы в офисе перестали пользоваться пластиком.
We stopped using plastic in the office. Look, we use such dishes for drinking water. When we hold round tables, we do not have plastic bottles on the table, but we have glassware instead. We are part of the global initiative.
Мы в этой глобальной инициативе присоединились.
У нас есть своя экологическая стратегия, которая уже расписана до 2025.
We have developed the environmental strategy until 2025. In our company, we have been gradually reducing the use of plastic, and the first step was the manufacturing of reusable bags. Most importantly, the bags should not be plastic because we need to think about reducing the number of plastic on the planet in order to stop using plastic dishes.
О том, чтобы вообще отказаться от пластиковой посуды.
Turkey has donated 10,000 books to Kazakhstan as part of the Book is the Strongest Bridge project. 5,000 books out of the total have been transferred to the National Library in Nur Sultan. The project is implemented by Turkey's professional organization of authors of intellectual and artistic works, İLİSAM. There are also encyclopedias and various dictionaries. Turkey initiated the unique project last year. Previously, 15,000 books were donated to Azerbaijan. This year, besides Kazakhstan, an additional of 10,000 books will be donated to Kyrgyzstan, and next year the campaign will continue in Uzbekistan and the Baltic countries.
5.000 kitap.
In addition to these 5,000 books in Nur Sultan, an additional of 5,000 books will be transferred to the libraries and educational institutions in Almaty. We want prominent scholars and leaders of the Turkic world in history, culture, literature and technology to know each other well and to get to know about each other's works. For this purpose, the main connecting link should be a book, which is the main source of knowledge and wisdom.
Anlamında da, dil anlamında da.
Kazakhstan's capital hosted a research and practical conference, the first president and the country, stability, creativity and continuity, dedicated to the day of the first president of Kazakhstan. The first president's colleagues, public figures, people in academia, professors and young people of the capital who worked together with the first president during the years of independence took part in the event. They shared their thoughts on the political and public activity of the first president as well as his creative way of thinking.
Biz жастардың арасына осы елбасының тәуелсіз Қазақстан.
We tell the young people about the main role of the leader of the nation in the formation of the independence of Kazakhstan, our statehood, sharing the borders of the republic, solving problems related to global environmental disasters, the landmark initiative of the first president of the country to transfer the capital from Almaty to Akmola. It is also important to emphasize the special role of the leader of the nation, Nursultan Nazarbayev, in strengthening the institution of the leadership and democratization of society. The historical milestones of modern Kazakhstan are forever associated with his name.
Біздің мемлекеттік қалыптасуымыздағы рөлін айшықтау.
Over 100 events are being held at the Nazarbayev Center in conjunction with the celebration of the Day of the First President. The events include various art exhibitions, book expositions, international exhibitions, lectures, and also meetings with school and university students. The event is held in order to introduce to Kazakh and foreign visitors the historical role of Nursultan Nazarbayev in the formation of Kazakhstan's statehood, promotion of reforms, global peacekeeping and integration initiatives, as well as strengthening the international status of the country. A film week will also be organized with movies such as The Sky of My Childhood, The River of Fire, Breaking the Vicious Cycle, and The Leader's Path.
фильм играет огромную роль в деле воспитания подрастающего поколения.
Films play a huge role in the upbringing and education of the young generation, including children and students as well as the entire population. Currently, films also play an important patriotic role for every citizen of the country, especially for the youth. We came to this realization thanks to our first president and with participation of all the Kazakh people.
Во главе с нашим Елбасы и с участием всего казахстанского народа.